Hi guys, well today you can see me standing underneath a tree and there's a little box hanging off it right behind me, and in here are native bees. So these little bees are called Tetragonula cavernaria, I hope I got that right, and they are totally stingless bees. So these little native bees, their habitat is from North Queensland all the way down to southern New South Wales on the east coast of Australia. There's about 2,000 different species of native bees here, but there's only about 1660 that have actually named. So most native bees are actually solitary. They live in little holes in the ground or on the side of a plant. They might curl up and sleep actually in a flower at night. But there's only about 5, I think maybe a few more, that actually live in a hive, in a colony. So that's what we have, ones that live in a colony. So today I'm going to give you 4 different reasons why we chose these stingless native bees over traditional honeybees. So number 1 is that they don't sting, they're stingless bees. So I can stand here in front of this hive. They're flying all around me. They're tiny, so you probably won't be able to see them at the moment. Yes, quite safely. They're absolutely harmless to humans. So you won't get any anaphylactic shock if you do get a bite or anything like that, because they have no stings, they don't do anything to you. You also don't need a suit, so you don't have to look like a spaceman. You don't have to smoke them or anything like that. You've seen those little things that they use to smoke the bees with. So all about being safe, and I don't want to be stung, so yeah, good number 1 reason. So number 2 is there's very little maintenance you need to do with these bees. You just basically let them live and do their thing. A normal beehive, you've got to check it all the time. You've got to make sure there's things like varroa mites that aren't getting in there. There's little bugs that can do that. You've got to check that wasps and other things are not attacking them. Just, yeah, generally looking after bees is quite a big job. So number 3 is honey. Now you'd think you'd want a lot of honey when you've got bees, but not with these little fellas. They only produce about a kilo every year, opposed to what a normal beehive would produce, which is anything up from 30 kilos to probably 50 kilos of honey. And what these bees produce is not actually called honey, it's called sugar bag, and that is because it has a higher water content in it. So technically it can't be called honey. So number 4 is, why do we actually want bees then if we don't get any honey from them? Well, one of the main reasons is they are native bees to this area, and they're great pollinators. They get into all our veggie patches, our fruit orchard, and the native trees around here as well. We have heaps of native trees, it's really cool. So you see this one hive behind me. We've actually got 2 hives. We placed the other one over in the fruit orchard, so they'll have better access to that, because they actually, and I didn't say this before, they only fly about 500 meters from their hive. So yeah, we need to spread them around the property. Thank you for watching. Hope you got something out of it, and give us a thumbs up and a like if you did. Awesome. See you next time.